Happy New Year's, one and all, to St. Francis High School and Rascott Memorial Gymnasium, where tonight we have a good one for you. It's the 8-4 Valley Christian Warriors taking on the 9-2 St. Francis Lancers. The standings coming in, St. Ignatius is top the league standings at 9-1, but then St. Francis is in second place at the moment, 9-2, and in fifth place right now, Valley Christian at 8-4, but they're all tightly bunched up in the West Catholic girls standings. Hi again, everybody. I'm Andrew Fury, and this should be a good one. A matchup of two very powerful programs. Valley Christian from the San Jose area, St. Francis here in Mountain View. St. Francis got off to a blazing 8-0 start, but has struggled, losing two of their last three coming in, while Valley Christian comes in winners of two in a row. This game is brought to you by KMVT's All Sports presenting sponsors, the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, part of the Sutter Health Network. Choose your PAMP doctor today. And by Home Instead Senior Care. Home Instead provides the personalized in-home care your loved one needs. Home Instead, to them, it's personal.
My parents are really slowing down. I feel bad I can't always be there for them.
How do I choose between caring for my mother and caring for my own family?
I've been looking into the options, but Dad doesn't want to leave his home. What do I do?
Struggling to care for an aging parent? You're not alone. Learn how Home Instead Senior Care can provide the personalized in-home care your loved one needs. Home Instead. To us, it's personal.
As a busy mom of 3 kids, I find it extremely convenient to access My Health Online. My Health Online's messaging service allows me to keep in close contact with our doctor.
Being able to email the doctor with questions gave us assurance that they do take an interest in the patients. That's why we've been with PAN for more than 10 years and keep adding members, the newest member.
Welcome back to St. Francis High School, where we are ready to start this game here tonight between the St. Francis Lancers and the Valley Christian Warriors. For Valley Christian, they start Jordan Patterson, Tiani Roberts at the guards, for Jessica Mitz and Shiavani Reedy, and at center Kendra Summers. For St. Francis, guards Daisha Abdelkader and Jackie Hinojosa. The forwards Lauren Johnson and Kate Hoey. Jennifer Lucian gets the start at center. It'll be Hoey against Reedy at center. And we are about ready to get this underway. First league game for both teams. And the tip won by St. Francis in their home white uniforms with the brown and gold numerals and trim. Here's Hinojosa left wing. Over to Lucian. Lucian to Abdelkader, her pass deflected. Lucian's pass, that is. Abdelkader gets it over. Johnson drives. Floater with the left hand. Way too strong. No good. And rebound to Roberts, who gets fouled by Johnson. The first on Johnson, and the first team foul in the half. Now the full court pressure here from St. Francis. They run it for the entire 32 minutes. So ball security is key when playing St. Francis, especially here when St. Francis is the home team. A pass deflected, almost stolen. Now it's loose out of bounds off of Hoey, and will stay with Valley Christian. Now they're going to meet, because it did look like it went off of Summers for the Warriors. Let's see what the call is. Nope, they're going to keep it with Valley Christian. I'm not sure why they were talking, because then one of the referees went over to the scores table and said something to one of the scorekeepers. But it appears everything's been sorted out. And inbound pass coming here to Patterson. Patterson into the paint, floats one up, it's an air ball. Rebound loose underneath and comes down to Abdelkader. Abdelkader with it. Lobs it to Lucian. Lucian drives baseline all the way. No one cuts her off, but she misses the layup. Gets her own rebound. Bodies collide. It's out to Johnson. Abdelkader over to Hinojosa. Hinojosa to Lucian, her pass deflected, hits off the back of the head of Roberts, who loses awareness momentarily. Now into the front court goes Patterson, her foul on jumper, off glass, and banked home for Jordan Patterson, 2-0 Valley Christian. They start with token man-to-man full court pressure, as there's tossing over to Hinojosa. Lucian with it, top of the circles to Ablocator, right wing. Ablocator, left-handed shovel pass over to Johnson, who palmed it. She carried the basketball, driving to the left. Turnover goes over to the Warriors. Inbound pass goes to Patterson. Patterson pounding the right-handed dribble. Now they back off a little bit. Do the Lancers. Driving it and lobbing it over to Roberts. Roberts. Her pass stolen away by Hoey. Gets it over to Hinojosa to Ablocator. Ablocator on the stutter. Into the paint. Crosses over. Nearly loses it. Gets it back and then dribbles it out of bounds. A turnover for Daisha Ablocator. And she was out of control that time. Off that, it was a bad pass because it was telegraphed, and then off the deflection went off the head, but Patterson took it, and no one cut her off, gets a good screen, and banked it home. Patterson over the jumper by Metz is way too strong. Rebound to Johnson. Johnson to Ablocator. Ablocator comes the other way. Pounding the dribble. St. Francis yet to get across the scoreboard. Johnson with it, right wing. Over to Hoey. To Ablocator, left corner. Ablocator pounding the dribble. Out top, Hinojosa, deep two. Rattles home for Jackie Hinojosa. We are tied at 2. Here's Reedy. Reedy with it. Double team comes. Trouble looking. Somehow finds Metz. Metz doubled. Crosses over. Into the front court. Lobs the pass. Deflected by Hoey out of bounds. It goes over to Valley Christian. Now remember, in women's basketball, there is no 10-second violation, so theoretically they could hold it in the backcourt for the entire 30 seconds legally. It would just be a shot clock violation, which means when you press, you have to, you're really doing it to force a turnover, not slow them down or anything like that. Pass goes out of bounds off of Valley Christian. It will be St. Francis basketball. First turnover for the Warriors. Ablocator into the front court. Lob pass deflected. Out of bounds. Off of Patterson. It will stay with the Lancers, but another telegraphed pass by Ablocator. Ablocator is the 5'3" sophomore guard from Corte Madera High School. Or middle school, make that. Corte Madera Middle School. Ablocator into the front court, pounding the dribble. Over to Lucian. Lucian outside here is swung over to Ablocator. Ablocator inside to Lucian. Pass deflected out off of Patterson. It will stay with the Lancers. We have an early substitution for St. Francis. Checking in is Isabel Knox, replacing Daisha Ablocator. It'll be Lauren Johnson to inbound. Johnson swings it around to Lucian. Baseline jumper as an air ball. Rebound loose underneath. Hoey had it. Inside to Johnson, who traveled. Sloppy possessions both ways right now, and we are still tied at 2. Mitz will inbound. Gets it into Reedy, who shovels it back to Mitz. Mitz lobs it up ahead. It's being tracked down by Roberts. Mitz into the paint. Her 2 was good for Jessica Mitz. Just stopped and popped, was left alone, and St. Francis pays the price. Here's Hinojosa to Lucian. Good pass to Johnson, who lays it in. We are tied at 4. A great look from Jennifer Lucian. Reedy almost traveled. Double teamed over to Mitz. Mitz gets it over to Patterson. They'll slow things down. Halfway gone in this first quarter. Patterson's floater short. Rebound loose underneath, comes to Knox. Knox over to Hinojosa. Shovels it up, and traveling is Lauren Johnson. Good pass from Hinojosa to Johnson, but then Johnson traveled, her second traveling violation in the last couple of minutes. Checking in for the first time is Ronika Stone, replacing Kendra Summers for Valley Christian. Inbound goes to Reedy. Reedy to Patterson, and they want to reset. Patterson, just the junior. She'll be around next year for Valley Christian. Roberts with the left wing. Roberts around the Stone screen to the right. All the way. Floats one in over a double team off glass. Rims out. No good. The iron unkind. Rebound to Hinojosa. Hinojosa into the front court. Over to Knox. Knox tried to feed Lucian, but it was poked away by Stone. Out of bounds. Stay with St. Francis. Stone, a 6'3" freshman. Very tall for women's high school basketball, Renika Stone. Johnson will inbound. Johnson lobs it into the backcourt, but it's tracked down by Patterson. A steal. Patterson all the way, lays it up and in. 6-4 the score. Into the front court goes Hinojosa. Hinojosa. Over to Johnson. Up top, here's McGuire. McGuire to Hinojosa. High poster Lucian. Lucian pounds the dribble, leans in, and gets fouled. They're going to call the foul on Jordan Patterson. Patterson's first and the second team foul on Valley Christian. That was just a bad inbound pass. Either non-awareness by Knox or the pass thrown a little too long by Johnson, the inbounder. But Knox needed to hustle after that ball a lot quicker, and a much faster Jordan Patterson beat her to it for the easy bucket. First free throw good by Lucian, makes it 6-5. As Marissa Mondave checks in for the first time for the Lancers. This is for the tie with 3:07 to go first quarter. Rims in. Lucian makes them both. Normally a very good foul shooting team are the Lancers. Mitch will inbound, gets it to Tiani Roberts. Up ahead to Patterson. Patterson crosses over, now steps back. He had it poked away, almost stolen. Patterson gets it back against a double team. Still fumbling the ball, and now Roberts has it. Roberts with it. Roberts pounding the dribble. Mitch drives baseline, floats one up, hits the side of the backboard. Stone, the offensive rebound. 5 to shoot. Into the paint. The bodies collide everywhere. No call. Mondavi loses it out of bounds, but I don't think she had possession of it. Shot clock reset. And that's what the referees are going to be talking about right here. They're going to reset the shot clock. I think there should be like 2 on the shot clock. Oh, wow. Valley Christian catches a break. They're resetting the shot clock all the way to 30. There is no way that was full possession, but I think, oh, now they reset it to 3. That looks like the right call. Yeah, it was just deflected off of Mondavi out of bounds. She never had possession of any kind underneath. Now they're readjusting it. They put 1 on the shot clock. So 1 to shoot, it has to be a catch and shoot. The pass caught by Roberts. She doesn't realize it. It's a shot clock violation. So after the shot clock got all sorted out, it is a shot clock violation. Tied at 6 with 2:36 to go in the first quarter. But now the shot clock reads 3. It should read 30. Now they get a fix. We're all good for now. Man-to-man full guard pressure here for the Warriors. Inbound goes to Hinojosa. 2.5 to play in the first quarter. Hinojosa stutters. Bouncing it to Knox, who had it poked away by Roberts out of bounds. It will stay with the Lancers. Inbounding it will be Mondave. Mondave gets it into Hinojosa. Hinojosa holding the ball. Gets it over to Lucian. Lucian with the dribble, bouncing it to McGuire. McGuire over to Hinojosa in the corner. Hinojosa, high post, a foul line jumper by Knox, rattles home for Isabel Knox. It's 8-6 Lancers. Here comes the pressure. Over to Roberts. Roberts cross court. Mitch drives, floats one up in the key. Off pass, board and in. We are tied at 8. In this very competitive opening 8 minutes. $1.50 left in those 8. Ripping through is Mondave. Spins, McGuire, cross court, Knox, jumper's good. Make that Jackie Hinojosa. 10-8. Here's Rady over to Mitz. Both of those players have played the entire first quarter to this point. Mitch crosses over. She lobs it to Patterson. Bump fake, drives baseline all the way, floats one up, and gets fouled. Fouls on McGuire, but as Patterson caught it in the corner, makes a great move with the pump fake and gets around the initial defender, Hinojosa, before McGuire and help had to cut him off and hacked her. So Patterson will be at the line shooting 2, trying to tie the game. For McGuire, it's her first and the second team foul on St. Francis. Checking in for the first time is Monica Bod for Valley Christian, replacing Shivani Reedy. Second free throw here for Patterson. In the free throw battle tonight, definitely an edge to St. Francis. Patterson splits the pair. Inbound goes to Knox. 10-9 the score. Favor St. Francis. And Osa with it. Walking it in the front court. Gets it over to Mondavi. Mondavi inside to Lucian. Good power dribble. Stops. Turns around and gets blocked by Stone. Coming back is Patterson. Patterson accelerates with the left-handed dribble. Lays it up and gets fouled. Foul will be called on Jackie Hinojosa as there's the block by Stone. And she did a great job. Too many shot blockers block it out of bounds. And it's great that they blocked the shot, but it's almost like a turnover back. What Stone did there was not only the block, but she kept the ball in play where she could get the rebound, and that led the fast break opportunity with Jordan Patterson. Great job there. That was one thing that Bill Russell was the best to have ever played the game at, was not only blocking the shot, but keeping it inbounds. Patterson splits the pair. We are tied at 10. Into the front court goes Hinojosa. Outside to Knox. Knox pounding the dribble to Lucian. Lucian bouncing it over to Hinojosa. Hinojosa outside Mondavi. Stops. Open 3. Back iron miss. Rebound inside McGuire. The second opportunity, and she gets fouled in the lane. It won't result in any free throws, however. That's only the second team foul on Valley Christian. They call it on Jessica Mitz, her first. There's a 12.4 second differential between the shot and game clock. Inbound from Mondavi. Gets it to Knox. Knox over to Mondavi. Swung around to Lucian. Lucian rips through. Baseline. Drive. Had their shot altered by Stone. Gets it back against a triple team to Mondavi. They can hold for the final shot if they want. Hinojosa outside. Hinojosa over to Knox. Knox right wing. Knox pounding the dribble. 20 seconds to go. Lucian with it. Into the paint, double comes, bouncing it to Knox for 3. Front iron miss. Long rebound, trying to save it is McGuire, but it goes out of bounds. It will stay, or will go over to Valley Christian. 12.3 seconds to go in the quarter. Tied at 10. There's an inbound pass to Patterson over the double team. Here comes Mitz. Mitz at the foul line. Her pass deflected. Comes to Bod. Outside to Patterson with 4. Patterson with 3. Crosses it over at 1. The 17-footer off back iron miss. And we end the first quarter how we started. All tied up, this time at 10. So we've completed 8 minutes. It's Valley Christian 10 and St. Francis 10. Glad you could join me tonight here in St. Francis High School. Andrew Fury with you, taking you into the second quarter now, tied at 10 between Valley Christian and St. Francis. Tiani Roberts with it for the Road Warriors. Driving it is Meds. Her pass to Stone. She had it blocked. Loose. Stone got it back. Pass deflected. Out of bounds off of St. Francis. Good hustle by Ronica Stone after she got her shot blocked. However, shot clock does not reset. Not sure if it was actually blocked as much as she just threw up an air ball. But 14 to shoot is Valley Christian inbounds. 10 now for Patterson to Metz. Metz in the corner. Stone posting up on Hoey. Spins and travels. What she did wrong there, that's a great move to learn, and you can tell that she has learned some moves, still has room to grow, but has learned some moves. The only problem is she switched her pivot feet as she made the move, so that constitutes a travel. Here's Shelby Almanetti, who got suspended for the first quarter for academic reasons. That's why she did not start, normal starter, but in there now. Almanetti, Delusion, Hoey, over to Almanetti. Almanetti, Delusion, all the way, lays it up, no good, but it gets fouled. It was a good pass by Almanetti in the corner to Lucian, and as Stone got over, she moved her arms down. If she keeps her arms straight up, that's not a foul. But she moved them down. The first on Stone, 13th foul. And actually, what they're saying, what they told me before the game was Almanetti was late for team practice last week. So for this game, she got suspended for the first quarter, able to start the second quarter, and that's why she's in now. But Lucian, a rare miss on both free throws. Mitch to Stone, double team comes out, Roberts open three, way too strong, Almanetti the rebound. Almanetti crosses over and sets up. Shoveled into Johnson, over Knox, open three, front iron miss, rebound loose underneath. Comes out to Johnson, to Almanetti. Almanetti drives all the way, fakes the pass inside, header shot blocked. Patterson the rebound. Loose, Stone couldn't corral it. Bodies diving all over the place, and it results in a jump ball between Stone and Almanetti. Possession error favored the Lancers. As Monica Bod checks out now, Kendra Summers returns. St. Francis typically will play 8 or 9 people. San Jose returns replacing Knox, while Valley Christian usually set it around 7. San Jose will inbound with 6:38 to go in the half. Neither team has put a point up on the scoreboard in this quarter yet. Leading scorer for St. Francis right now is Isabel Knox with 3. Almanetti around the screen, takes the deep 2 and rattles it home. Shelby Almanetti the leading scorer on the season for St. Francis with her first 2. Double team comes. The pass, cross court to Roberts, deep 2. Got it for Tiani Roberts. Her first basket of the game, making it 13-12. Or it says 13-12 here. I think it should be 12-12. Metz with it. Metz all the way, leans in, floats one up, way too strong. Rebound deflected. Comes to Johnson. It should be 12-12. They gave as there's a turnover by St. Francis, but they gave Almanetti credit for a 3 here in-house on her last make when it was clearly a 2. She had both feet well inside the line, a good 6 to 12 inches. That was just a good pass, beating the double team, and Roberts catch and shoot, made it. So it's tied at 12. Patterson in the front court. 5:50 to go. Summers at the high post. Hands off to Patterson around the screen. Patterson leans in and gets fouled with the left hand. Foul will be called on Jackie Inosa, her second. The 4th team foul on St. Francis in the quarter. Patterson will be at the line shooting 2, where she struggled tonight. Just 1 for 4 at the charity stripe. Back at her miss with the first one. Off the pass, she's a good couple of feet inside the line when she catches and shoots. They're probably going to recorrect that either at the next timeout or at halftime. But it should be 12-12 right now. Almanetti in the front court. Almanetti to Hinojosa, right wing. Good pass to Almanetti over to Lucian. Lucian drives. Her pass deflected out of bounds off of Valley Christian. It will stay with St. Francis. What happened is even the referee that was closest to the play signaled 2, not a 3. His arm would have been raised up all in the air if it was a 3-point attempt, which he did not do. He put the arm straight out horizontally from him and signaled 2, as in it was a 2-point shot. Here's Lucian with the rebound. Shovels it out to Knox, to Almanetti. Almonetti around the screen, steps back. That is a three, but it runs out no good. Rebound to Tiani Roberts. She loses it. Hoey tracks it down with 5 minutes to play in the half. And Almonetti wants to reset. Almonetti over to Knox. Knox over to Lucian. Lucian to Almonetti. Almonetti holds outside. Swung around to Lucian. Lucian pump fakes, dribbles, bounces it. Cami Almonetti, the shot at the foul line is good. Making it 14-12 St. Francis. Inbound almost stolen by Knox. Comes to Roberts. Roberts bouncing it to Patterson. Patterson in the front court. Patterson will cross over and reset. Bouncing it over to Mitz. Driving, bouncing it over to Roberts for three. Short rebound, Stone. Just too big to box out. Now the foul line jumper's good for Ronica Stone. And we are tied at 14. Here's Almonetti. Over to Cami Almonetti. Right wing. Over Hoey, pump faking. To Shelby Almonetti. Almonetti holds, lobbing it. Good catch by Lucian. Outside Hoey, the jumper way too strong. That's a brick. Rebound to Stone. Patterson will slow things down for Valley Christian. They can regain the lead right now. In-house, it says 15-14 St. Francis. As Patterson's deep two is good. That rattles home. Timeout Valley Christian. It's making it 16-15 Valley Christian at the moment. It's been 6-5 Valley Christian in this quarter. KMVT Sports would like to thank Home Instead Senior Care for their continuing support of high school sports programming. Home Instead, to them, it's personal. 3:39 to go in the quarter. It's 16-15 Warriors with the lead, leading the Lancers. To my recollection, it should be 16-14. Let's see at halftime if they get that all corrected, because it came down at St. Francis's end of the court. Pass to Almonetti was caught near the foul line, but she was a good couple few inches inside the line with both feet. It wasn't even that close. It was definitely a deep two. She made it. The referee signaled it to be a two, but the scorekeeper called it a three. And in this type of a game, every point matters. So let's see how that gets resolved later on. McGuire with it for St. Francis following the timeout. Knox with it. Knox picks it up near the timeline, bad positioning, and somehow bounces it to Almonetti. She gets doubled and steps back. Almonetti now pounding the dribble. Almonetti steps back. Nearly with the offensive foul, but now Cami Almonetti travels. Jessica Mitz, who's returned, will inbound. Gets it to Kendra Summers. Summers back to Mitz. Mitz pounding the dribble with the left hand. Mitz in the front court, nearly lost it. Crosses over. Mitz steps back. Mitz pounding the dribble. Motioning through. Mitch crosses over, and then a moving screen called. It will get called on Kendra Summers, her first, and the 14th foul on the Warriors. But the foul should go against Jessica Mitz, and what I mean by that is it was Mitz's fault as to why Summers picked up the foul. She didn't give a chance for Summers to come over and set a proper legal screen. She started going well before Summers ever got to the spot. So it's her fault for the turnover. Almonetti in the front court under 3 minutes to play. Almonetti crosses over to Knox. Knox left wing. Outside. Swung around. Almonetti pump faking. Driving. Third deep two. Back iron miss. No good. Hoey the offensive rebound. Almonetti. Lucian. Make that McGuire spinning. Lots of contact. No call. Rebound loose underneath. Cami Almonetti with it. Over to Shelby Almonetti. Almonetti backs it away. Want to reset, and we have a whistle away from the ball. It will be against Valley Christian. Warriors get called for the foul. It gets called on Kendra Summers. Her second in as many possessions. 15th foul against Valley Christian. She sits presumably for the rest of the half as Shivani Reedy returns. Inbound, good pass to McGuire. Floater off glass, no good. Rebound Roberts, and back come the Warriors. Oh, nearly an over and back play. Here's Mitch right wing. setting up in what now looks to be a 2-3 zone. Actually, a switching man-to-man, and laying it home is Jessica Mitz for the 3-point advantage. Almonetti in the front court. Almonetti stutters over. Cami Almonetti nearly traveled again to Shelby Almonetti, and we have a whistle. It's a 3-second violation called on the Lancers, and Carolyn McGuire was just sitting there. A minute 59 to go in the half. 18-15 Valley Christian. Both teams opening up their WCAL portion of their schedule tonight. First league game for each team. Mitz into the front court. Mitz stops, crosses over to Patterson. Patterson to Mitz. Mitz around the screen, double comes Patterson. Stops, double, ball deflected, loose underneath, Mitz with it, into the paint, floats it up, off glass, no good. Rebound, Hoey. 95 seconds to go in the half. Crossing over is Almonetti. Swung around to Hoey. Knocks, Almonetti pump fakes. Thought about tying the game up right there. Almonetti stutters. Over to Cami Almonetti. Back to Shelby Almonetti with 12 to shoot. Body goes flying. Crossing over is Almonetti with 8. Takes the 3. Got it! And we are tied at 18 for Shelby Almonetti. Here is Jordan Patterson. Patterson crosses over into the front court all the way. No one cuts her off until too late, but Hoey blocks it. Ball saved. Good save by Cami Almonetti. Hoey gets it over to Shelby. Almonetti with it. To Cami Almonetti. Open. There's a reason for that, though. Pass to McGuire. Had it blocked. Now, here's Knox. 43 seconds to go in the half. Shelby Almonetti drives in the paint, floats one up and lays it in. She has 7 now for the game. 20 to 18. Or make that 8 now for the game for Shelby Almonetti. It's 20 to 19. Now, they only gave her credit for 1 point that time. So it's what it should read at 19-18. Stone misses the layup, and holding for the final shot possibility is the Lancers. They're going to hold for that final shot. So the scorekeeper's all over the place, but the score right now reads what it should be, as St. Francis will call a timeout with 10.3 seconds to go in the half. 19-18 in favor of St. Francis. We'll be back after this. Welcome back for the final 10.3 seconds of the second quarter. 19-18 St. Francis with the lead in the ball. Shelby Almonetti with it. 8 seconds to go. 6. Almonetti with 5. Crossing over with 4. Bounce pass to McGuire. Layup. Red home. And the horn sounds. What a play by Shelby Almonetti. They went 1-4 flat, gave her the ball, great crossover move, and a bounce pass to McGuire who laid it in. We have reached halftime now. It was 11-8 in favor of St. Francis in that half. We'll take one last look at it as we go to break. Great bounce pass by Almonetti. McGuire went in with the right hand, avoided Stone, the shot blocker, and laid it in. We've reached halftime with St. Francis leading 21-18.
Ever since we moved to the United States, Palo Alto Medical Foundation has been taking care of our health. We love our doctor. She is always ready to listen to us and is very professional and answers all our questions and is very reassuring. FAMF has been there not just for my own family, but for the whole community, whether they're seeing patients or providing doctors for our free medical care.
Ever since Dad died, taking care of Mom is overwhelming. I can't do it on my own.
Sure, my mother needs me, but I just want to be a daughter again.
Mom wants to stay in her home, but needs more help than ever. It just can't be me all the time.
Struggling to care for an aging parent? You're not alone. Learn how Home Instead Senior Care can provide the personalized in-home care your loved one needs. Home Instead. To us, it's personal.
Welcome back to St. Francis High School, everyone. Ready to start the second half. I'm Andrew Fury. Glad you could join us tonight. And January the 3rd, 2013, 21-18 in favor of St. Francis. It'll be Valley Christian in their dark blue road uniforms. The Warriors with the first possession. Here's Mitz. Mitz drives. Her 15-footer rattles home. First 2 of the half for Valley Christian. 21-20 the score. Here's Hinojosa. Hinojosa, Almonetti, Lucian, Johnson and Hoey start the second half for the Lancers. Almonetti with the right wing. Almonetti holds the ball. Lobs it. Good catch by Hoey, and an offensive foul is going to get called. Kate Hoey pushed off as she was getting position. Her second foul, the first. St. Francis in the half. Inbound from Mitz to Roberts. Now it's swinging around to Reedy. Reedy nearly loses it, gets it back, and hands off to Patterson. Same 5 start the second half as did the first for the Valley Christian. Crossing over is Patterson, floats one up, off glass, no good. Summers the offensive rebound, put back, no good. Rebound to Hoey. Crossing over is Hinojosa. Now here is Almonetti all the way, leans in, she's got it stripped, and stolen by Mitz. Mitz comes back the other way. Mitz stops her foul line, jumper, back iron miss. Rebound to Lucian. Lucian rips through, and a foul's going to get called on the Warriors. They have 2 to pick from. Who does the referee opt for? They says it will be on Jessica Mitz. That's the second on Mitz, and the first team foul in the half on Valley Christian. Here's Almonetti against full court pressure, gets the inbound over to Lucian. Lucian in the front court, stops, spins, and gets it back to Almonetti. Almonetti pounding the dribble with the right hand. Almonetti to Johnson. Johnson holds. Johnson pounding the dribble, stops, bumped, and a foul's called. It's going to be on the Warriors again. If it's Mitz, it's her third. Yes, it is. It's Jessica Mitz's third. And that's the second on Valley Christian in the half. As Monica Bod returns, replacing Mitz, who sits with those 3 fouls, probably for a good portion of this half. Almonetti's 3 rattles home for Shelby Almonetti. 24-20 the score. Actually, the scoreboard here reached 23-20, but I thought the referee called it a 3. And she looked behind the line to me. Foul here is going to be called on Lauren Johnson, her second, and the second team foul on St. Francis of this half. Inbound goes to Patterson. Patterson crosses over, steps back. Over to Reedy. Reedy's dribble went off her leg, stolen by St. Francis. Hoey the steal. Now Hinojosa. Hinojosa starts in the front court all the way, leans in and gets fouled. So as we see the replay, yep, her right foot was on the line. That's a good call. As it looks right there, her right foot on the line, so that is a deep 2. Making it 23-20 instead of 24-20. Hinojosa can make it 24-20 if she makes this first free throw. And does not. Rimming it out, staying 23-20 St. Francis. 6:03 to go in the third quarter. That foul was called on Tiani Roberts, her first. And the third team foul on Valley Christian, the half. Second free throw good. Hinojosa splits the pair, making it 24-20. See, I was just predicting the future. That's all that was. As Bod dribbling, loses it off herself, out of bounds. It's a turnover for the Warriors. As Jessica Mitz returns, replacing Monica Bod. So Bod tried to dribble through pressure, which is never a good idea, and turned it over. That's probably exactly what Drew Snellgrove is talking to Bod about. Johnson with it. Almonetti around the screen, steps back, crosses over now. Almonetti crosses over again, bouncing it to Johnson. Johnson in the paint, over to Lucian, swung over to Almonetti. Almonetti stops, good feed inside to Hinojosa. And we have a foul called away from the ball. It's going to get called on Kendra Summers. For Summers, it's her third foul as well, and the 14th foul on Valley Christian in the half. They only had 4 all the first half, as there's a easy lay-in by Jennifer Lucian. Timeout. Valley Christian, it will be a full timeout. KMVT Sports' presenting sponsor is the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, part of the Sutter Health Network. Choose your PAMF doctor today. 5:38 to go in the third quarter. It's 26-20 St. Francis. Here's the last play and a great inbound pass. But besides the inbound pass, two Valley Christian defenders were underneath, Reedy along with Summers. They both vacated to guard the player cutting through the middle out to the corner. That was Amanetti. And they both, because they both left, it left Lucia wide open, and that's what allowed for the easy lay-in. This game was tied at 10 at the end of one. Very sloppy beginning to this game. First 4 minutes of the first quarter were not pretty. Then pace started to pick up late first quarter. Made it 10 all at the half. We had some scoreboard or at the end of the first quarter, and we had some scoreboard issues intermittently throughout the second quarter, but eventually all got resolved. It was 21-18 St. Francis at halftime, and now with 5:38 to go in the third quarter, it's been 5-2 in favor of St. Francis in the quarter, and it's 26-20 St. Francis in the game. Inbound to Bod, who gets it back to Mitz. Mitz in the front corner nearly loses it. Mitz crosses over, pounding the dribble. Mitz left wing, around the screen, steps back for the three. Back iron miss. Rebound inside to Hoey. Hoey to Almonetti, up ahead to Johnson. Good pass into Lucian, who lays it in with the left hand. Excellent fast breaking. Into the front court goes Mitz. Mitz pounding the dribble around the screen. Mitz crosses over, steps back. 3 minutes gone by here in the quarter. Around the screen and a moving screen. Called on Shivani Reedy. It was a long rebound because of the missed three. Long threes usually lead to long rebounds, but it was a perfect opportunity to run for the Lancers, and that's what they did. Tic-tac-toe is how it goes. And it's the largest advantage for the Lancers at 28-20. Almonetti in the front court. They can get their first double-digit lead of the game if they score here. McGuire, good pass to Almonetti. Almonetti steps back. Now wants to reset. Almonetti over to Knox. Back to Almonetti. Cross it over, steps back for a three. Back iron miss. Rebound to Stone, but then she threw it away to Almonetti, gets fouled. Almonetti never quit on the ball. And after, even though she missed and Valley Christian got the rebound, it was stolen by Almonetti and laid in. You'll see Almonetti around the screen. Open, great look for her. She's an excellent three-point shooter. Missed that one, but then just lurked. And what Stone needed to do was wait for the defense to clear before making that outlet pass. It almost looked like she didn't even look, just threw it to where she thought the point guard would be, Tiani Roberts. Almonetti misses both. That's rare for her, but the offensive rebound to Lucian. Over to Knox. Lob to Almonetti. Almonetti, St. Francis has had an unusual poor free throw shooting performance in this one. Almonetti has it stripped and stolen by Roberts. Roberts leads the fast break and had it poked away off of Johnson. It will stay with Valley Christian. 4:09 to go in the quarter. 20-20 here for St. Francis. Mitch will inbound. Lobs it to Stone, who catches. Bodies collide. Foul's called on Jennifer Lucian. So Stone went up there with her 6'3" frame, and the 5'10" Lucian couldn't get the ball wrestled away from her. First on Lucian, second team foul on St. Francis. Inbound to Bod, gets it over to Roberts. Her pass stolen by Almonetti. All the way, lays it out, missed it. Rebound loose underneath and deflected out off of Knox. It'll go over to the Warriors, and bad miss there by Almonetti. Great opportunity gone by the wayside for St. Francis. Inbound goes to Patterson. Patterson jogs into the front court. Patterson stumbled, or stutters, steps back. Patterson nearly carrying the ball there with her dribble. Around the screen, Patterson stops, trying to feed Stone. Her pass deflected off of Lucian. It will stay with Valley Christian. 3:40 to go, third quarter, 28-20 in favor of St. Francis. The Warriors in desperate need of a basket. Mitz will inbound. Mitz, her pass deflected and stolen. Lucian leads the break. Lucian crosses over, dribbles it off her knee, and somehow sliding, she saves it, but it ends up with Patterson to Mitz. Sloppy ball handling both ways. Mitz all the way, leans in, had it rejected, and Johnson was on the end line. It will stay with Valley Christian. That time Mitz was forcing the issue, but she should have slowed it up and waited for her point guard for Lucian. Dribbled it off, saved it to Patterson, and Mitz came back the other way, and she was out of control. Mitz drives in the paint. Her floater from 10 is an air ball, but a foul's called. We've had a lot of fouls, comparatively speaking, in this quarter to the first half. We've had more fouls in this half than we had, or in this quarter, than we had the entire first half. Fouls on Lauren Johnson, her third, and the third team foul in the half on St. Francis. It will be Jessica Mitz at the line, shooting a pair. Best free throw shooter on this average free throw shooting team. Makes the first. 28-21 in favor of St. Francis. 3:19 to go in the third. St. Francis is on a 7-3 run at the moment. And the second free throw is up and off the back rim, no good. Splitting the pair was Mitz. Lucian rebounds. And now picks up her dribble and bounces it to Knox. It's Knox, Lucian, Amonetti, Johnson, and McGuire on the floor for St. Francis. Ripping through is Johnson, handing off to Amonetti. Amonetti around the screen to her right. Amonetti stops her 10-footer off the back rim, no good. Rebound loose, goes through Stone's arms and falls with Bod. Roberts back the other way. Mitz back to Roberts. Swung over to Patterson, they'll reset. Patterson rips through. Patterson stops, steps back, crosses over. Patterson wants to reset. Patterson dribbles over to the corner and bouncing it over to Mitz. Mitz holds. Mitz dribbling left. Steps back, a tough 15-footer short. Bad offensive possession, but the offensive rebound to Stone. Over to Patterson, to Mitz. Mitz steps back for a three. Got it! For Jessica Mitz. And it's 28-24. Amonetti as we approach 2 minutes to go third quarter. Amonetti slowing things down, crossing over against Tiani Roberts. Around the screen. Amonetti steps back to Lucian, pump faking. Into the paint all the way, floats one up. No good. Rebound loose underneath, and it's deflected out off of McGuire, or I think off of McGuire. No, they're going to give it to St. Francis, it looks like. They're saying it's off Veronica Stone. Sinojosa and Hoey return. McGuire and Johnson leave. Hinojosa will be the inbounder for the Lancers. They inbound to Amonetti, open for three. Almost banked it in, no good. Roberts the rebound. Roberts' bad decision is thrown away. Amonetti the steal. And that makes Valley Christian's head coach very unhappy. Well, he should be. Amonetti and miscommunication almost thrown away. Hinojosa saves it. Hinojosa over to Knox. Swung to Amonetti in the corner. Amonetti pounding the dribble. Amonetti stops. Good feed to Lucian, who loses it out of bounds. Off of her, it will be Valley Christian basketball. The Lancers played an excellent first 4 minutes of this quarter and have played a pretty terrible last 4 minutes of this quarter. They've been turning the ball over a lot recently. 4 turnovers in the corner. I'm going to say all of them have been in the last 4 minutes of this half. Here's Roberts, open three, back iron miss, rebound loose, and comes to Hoey. Over to Amonetti. Quickly up ahead to Hinojosa. Hinojosa into traffic, had it ripped away and stolen by Patterson. A minute to go in that quarter. Good bounce pass over to Mitch, who steps back up for another three. That's way too strong. Reedy the rebound and airballs the shot and then pretty much tackles Hoey. Wow, so Reedy gets the rebound, shoots a layup about 5 feet. Hoey the rebound, and then she pretty much tackled her. Look at this, off of the steal. Patterson comes back the other way. Mitz left alone in the corner. This is an excellent look for the great three-ball shooter. Reedy the rebound, then misses it so badly, and I'm not sure that you could push for that for a flagrant foul because it didn't look like she tripped at all. She just pretty much tackled Hoey. The 17th foul on Valley Christian, and the first on Shivani Reedy. It will be a 1-on-1 for Kate Hoey with 52.4 seconds to go in the quarter. 28-24 St. Francis. First free throw is off the back rim, no good. Rebound loose underneath, and we will have a foul on the rebounding action called on Kate Hoey. Off the missed free throw. 51.2 seconds to go in the quarter. Mitz will inbound. Gets token, not the extreme full court pressure for the Lancers, but definitely court pressure. 45 seconds to go in the quarter. 28-24. Favor of St. Francis. Dribbling is Mitz. The foul line jumper, back iron, no good. Rebound loose underneath. Comes to Reedy. She falls down, and a push going to be called. Foul is going to be called on Jennifer Lucian, her second, and the 15th foul on St. Francis in the half. Will be Mitch to inbound with 35.5 seconds to go. 5.5 second differential between the shot and game clock. Inbound goes to Reedy. Reedy outside, a deep three by Roberts, almost banked it in. Rebound loose and comes to Hoey. Hoey will shove it up ahead to Almanetti. They can hold for the final shot. Almanetti slowing things down, 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Hinojosa, right corner. Hinojosa around the screen, stops. Good pass inside to Lucian. Pump fakes. Got it partially blocked though on the gather. Patterson with it, over to Mitz. Mitz crosses over to the paint, floats one up, air ball, rebound knocks, had it poked away off of Mitz, so we'll stay with St. Francis. 3.9 seconds to go in the quarter. So Valley Christian with an opportunity to score before half, but they're gonna need to hurry. Or make that St. Francis with an opportunity to score before half, but they're gonna need to hurry. Lucian will inbound. Lucian gets it into Almanetti, who had it poked away off of Mitz. Will stay with the Lancers. 2.8 seconds to go in the quarter. Lucian will inbound. Gets it to Hinojosa. She'll try a 70-footer at the horn. No good, and that ends the very exciting third quarter with a lot of fouls called. After 3 quarters to play, it's 28-24 St. Francis. Welcome back to St. Francis High School and Rascott Memorial Gymnasium, everyone. We are ready to start the fourth quarter with St. Francis leading by 4, 28-24. They've led by as many as 8. Valley Christian has held a brief lead of 1, and that's been it. Lucian, good pass inside to Johnson, outside, knocks a 3, high arcer, it's an air ball. Johnson, the offensive rebound, goes up and gets fouled. So 12 seconds in, we have another foul. This time it's going to be called on Ronica Stone, her third. And the 8th team foul on Valley Christian. Johnson was in the act of shooting. She'll get 2. She can make it a 6-point game. Hefty lefty. Back up, rimming the first free throw, no good. This has been a rather poor free throw shooting game here for St. Francis. Stays 28-24 in favor of the Lancers. Second free throw coming up here for Lauren Johnson. It is up, and it's off the back iron again. Misses them both. That's now 3 for 11 for the Lancers. Stone with the rebound off the miss. Now Jordan Patterson with it. Patterson walks into the front court. Patterson bouncing it to Mitz. Mitz at the left wing. Crossing over around a screen. Mitz steps back, crosses over again into the paint, bouncing it out to Roberts. Roberts around the screen. Roberts pounding the dribble. Roberts outside to Mitz with 5 to shoot. Mitz steps back. Mitz dribble, floats one up, off glass, no, rebound inside by Lucian. Lucian holding the ball, hands off to Almanetti. Almanetti will jog into the front court. Now crossover working on Jessica Mitz. It has been Tiani Roberts guarding her, but now Mitz is on her. Almanetti around another screen. Steps, 17-footer, front iron miss. Rebound loose underneath. Lucian with it. Lucian all the way. Her left-handed sky hook and no good. Rebound inside by Reedy, ripping it through, and we have a foul is going to be called on St. Francis, and I believe Lauren Johnson is the culprit. It is indeed Johnson getting called for the infraction. That's the 4th on Johnson. 6th team foul on St. Francis. So returning is Marissa Mondave replacing Johnson. Against full court pressure again. This looks like man-to-man full court action. As the inbound goes to Tiani Roberts. Bounces up to Patterson. Patterson stops, nearly traveled. Shovels it out to Roberts, back to Patterson. Patterson holds. Patterson drives baseline all the way, floats one up, gets hacked. The 7th team foul on St. Francis. Now both teams shooting the rest of the way on every common foul. That foul called on, they said number 11, but there is no number 11 on the court for St. Francis. That's odd. So I have no idea who they called the foul on. That's rimming it home as Jordan Patterson. That it should be probably on number 33, Kate Hoey. But now they're trying to correct it at the scores table. The referee realizes there's no number 11 on the court. So they did change it to Kate Hoey, number 33, her 3rd, 7th team foul on St. Francis. Patterson finally makes a free throw. And can she make it 2 in a row? Yes, she can. 28-26 in favor of Valley Christian. And while we have a break for referee issues, this game is brought to you by Homestead Senior Care. Homestead, to them it's personal, and the Palo Alto Medical Foundation. Choose your PAMF doctor today. So, 6:37 to go in the game. 28-26 in favor of St. Francis. Having trouble getting it in was Lucian, but does to Almanetti. Lucian gets the return feed and bounces it to Knox. Knox over to Almanetti. Almanetti rips through. Almanetti around the screen to her right. Almanetti all the way, lays it up and in. Good move by Shelby Almanetti. Lead back to 4 for St. Francis. Patterson in the front court. Patterson all the way. Floats one up off glass. No, but a reach-in foul is going to be called on St. Francis. This foul is going to be called on Isabel Knox, her first. Almanetti all the way and laid it in. Just no one cut her off. Bad job that time of help side defense, in which area of the game that Valley Christian has done quite well for the majority of this game, but that time not good in that department. Patterson makes the first. She's on a roll, having hit her last 3 free throws. 30-27 in favor of St. Francis. 6:14 to go in the game. Very entertaining women's high school basketball game at that. Almanetti gets them back. Almanetti pounding the dribble. Crossing over. Almanetti crosses over again in the front court. Almanetti pounding the dribble around the screen to her right. Almanetti steps back over to Mondave. Mondave around the screen. Nearly loses it. Gets it back and shovels it. Now she traveled. Yep. She palmed the ball so she couldn't take any steps when she got it back and thus traveled. Johnson will return with her 4 fouls, replacing Mondave. Under 6 minutes to play in the game. Will be mid inbound, guarded by Almanetti. And she rolls it over to Jordan Patterson. Patterson walks in the front court. Bouncing it to Mitz. Mitz holds. Mitz outside to Ronica Stone. Stone with it. Stone holds. Stone. Her pass telegraphed and stolen by Johnson. Johnson all the way. Slows down and gets fouled hard by Tiani Roberts. A clean play, but a hard foul at that. And I don't know why Johnson slowed down. Here's the replay. Just a bad pass by Stone, telegraphed. But you see right there, Johnson slows down, and that allowed the defense to recover. And Roberts with the hard foul to make Johnson earn it at the free throw line. If she continues at full speed, there's no chance that the defense catches up. But because she slowed down, it allowed for her to get fouled. Trying to make it a 4-point game is Lauren Johnson with these 2 free throws. First one's up and good. A swish, making it 31-28 in favor of St. Francis. 5:36 to go in the 4th. There's the second free throw here by Johnson, who's playing with 4 fouls. The next foul disqualifies her. Making them both with Johnson, 32-28 in favor of St. Francis. Inbound goes to Patterson. Patterson will slow things down. Patterson in the front court. Trying to make it a one-possession game, too. If they score here, that will be accomplished. Mitz around a screen to her left. It stops, foul line jumper, banked it home. I'm not sure that's what she was trying to do, but that's the way it went. And off the inbound, timeout called by St. Francis. 5:16 to go in the game. It's 32-30, Lancers. There's 5:16 to go in the fourth quarter. St. Francis clinging to a precarious 2-point lead. 32-30. Lucian will inbound against full court pressure. Gets it to Amonetti. It was a full timeout just called by Brian Harrigan and his Lancers. To the front court goes Amonetti, guarded by Tiani Roberts. 5 minutes to go in the game. Around a screen. Driving all the way. Floater out with the left hand. No good. Hoey the rebound. Hoey's pass deflected and thrown by Patterson. Patterson on the fast break. Looking. Leans in on Knox. Bodies fall down. No call. Rebound to Hoey. Gets it to Amonetti, who tried to feed it up ahead to Johnson. Johnson stops, spins, nearly threw it away. They just need to get this under control, and they do. Knox feeds Amonetti outside. Amonetti wants to set up a play. Amonetti around the screen to her left. Amonetti stops. Now wants to reset. Amonetti crosses over around the screen. Amonetti stops. She'll take the three. Rattles it home for Shelby Amonetti. That was going to be her possession all the way. Actually, it was a deep 2 again. Her left toe on that line. 34-30. Patterson with it. Halfway gone by here in this exciting fourth quarter. Mitts around the screen. Hedge comes. Bouncing it to Patterson. Patterson pounding the dribble. Barks out instructions around the screen. Stops. Outside, Mitz will take the 3. Front iron miss. Rebound Hoey. A big miss there by Mitz. Amonetti lobs it in to Johnson. Johnson to Lucian. Stops. Outside to Amonetti. Amonetti wants to reset. Stutters around the screen. Amonetti pounding the dribble. 3.5 minutes to go. Amonetti, good bounce pass inside to Hoey. Lays it in. Lead up to 6. Valley Christian with 2 timeouts left for the game. They aren't using one here. Mitch drives, steps back, loses it off of Amonetti. It will stay with Valley Christian. This called timeout will be for St. Francis with 3:23 to go in the game. .323 to go in the game. 36-30, St. Francis with the lead. Mitz will inbound for Valley Christian. It was after, this is being after a St. Francis timeout. Inbound to Roberts. Back to Mitz, left wing. Mitz drives, baseline, floats one up. Too strong. And a foul's called. It's going to be called on Jennifer Lucian. For Lucian, that's her 3rd. 9th team foul on St. Francis. It will be Mitz at the line shooting 2. She was in the act. 3:18 to go in the game. Mitz 0 for 2 at the line so far tonight. And first free throw is good. Making it 36-31 in favor of St. Francis. It was tied at the end of 1. At halftime, it's 21-18 St. Francis. After 3 quarters, it was 28-24 St. Francis. Now it's 36-31 Lancers. Second free throw rims home for Mitz. Now each team has scored 8 points in the quarter. Amonetti around the screen. Each team has committed 19 fouls in the half. Amonetti pounding the dribble against Roberts around the screen. Amonetti looks, feeds outside Lucian, pump faking. Lucian driving, bouncing it, and miscommunication thrown under the arms of Amonetti out of bounds. 3:02 to go in the game. Valley Christian with the basketball. Mitz inbounds to Patterson, and they'll slow things down. Snellgrove is calling out the play from the sideline. Head coach of the Warriors. Patterson stops a deep 2. Got it for Jordan Patterson. Lead cut in half. It is 2. Crossing over to the front court is Amonetti. Pounding the dribble. Almanetti around the screen. Step back. She'll take the three. Got it! Big time shot. Shelby Almanetti. They're going to call it a D2. 38-34. Patterson slows things down. 2:25 to go in the game. Patterson goes away from the screen. Stops, spins, feeding Summers. It's deflected and thrown by Hoey. A big turnover in this game. Now Almanetti wants to run some clock. A little too early though, I think, to just play the clock down. They still should run some offense. Almanetti backs up. 2 minutes exactly to go. Almanetti crosses over, now spins. Lucian pump fakes. Lucian all the way, floats one up. Lots of contact, no call. Rebound Hoey, and they get it out to Almanetti. And we have a whistle. The shot clock reset, and I don't think the shot ever hit the rim. So that's why we have a whistle here with 1:53 to go. Little hometown clock right there. The shot did come very close to hitting the rim, but I don't think it ever got there. So they've reset the shot clock to 8. That looks about right. 38-34 in favor of St. Francis. That helps out Valley Christian a little bit, because if they can get a stop here, they'll have about 1:45 left instead of what could be about 1:20 left. Or make that 1.5 left. Inbound pass is deflected off of Mitz. It will stay with St. Francis. Clock still reads 1:53 for the game. Johnson will inbound. Looking. Lobs it to Lucian, who pump fakes in the paint. Floats one up short. Gets her own rebound, though. Goes up again. It's a break. And rebound to Mitz. She should have pulled it out and reset. But now Mitz throws in and hits the referee out of bounds. And they're going to say Valley Christian ball. If the ref is in play, if it hits the ref, it should be St. Francis basketball. Let's see, right there. Yeah, it hits the ref. It should be St. Francis basketball because the ref is in play. The head coach is not. If it hit the head coach, that would be interference. But because it hit the ref, should just be like a play on. That goes into the category of something you don't see every day. Ref is going down, ready to set up, and he gets into the side of the head. As we have an officials timeout right now. With 1:26 to go in the game. And they're conferencing. A 1:26 to go, 38-34 in favor of St. Francis. This is a huge play in this game, though. Because if it's called ruled Valley Christian basketball, they have the ball, 1:26 left, 25 on the shot clock, down by only 4. A chance to make it a one-possession game, and then get another stop and tie or take the lead. However, if it goes over to St. Francis, they have the ball, fresh shot clock, 1:26 to go, and then Valley Christian would have a decision to make as to whether it be foul time or play one more possession out, try to get a stop, and then get the ball back. You can make a good case for either one with the amount of time remaining in the score. Now, I think one of the referees signaled to the scoreboard that it was a coach's timeout called by St. Francis. But I didn't see how that would have happened. I think this is being a referee's timeout. I'm not sure, though. Let's see what they finally rule. 1:26 to go. Both teams coming out to the court. So maybe St. Francis did call a timeout with out of bounds, which they can do regardless of whose basketball it is. And they're going to rule it St. Francis basketball, and that is the correct call. That is the correct call, as you see no arguing at all from Valley Christian's sideline. They know that's the correct call. But now we have more confusion. Yeah, it should be St. Francis basketball. So now they explained it to the head coach, Snellgrove, who accepts the explanation. Full court press here for Valley Christian. Inbound to Lucian Dominetti. It doesn't appear like they're going to foul. They want one more stop with a chance to cut into this lead. Almanetti with it. 21 on the shot clock. Here's Knox over to Lucian. Swings over to Almanetti. Open three. Got it! And that might be the dagger by Shelby Almanetti. Lead up to 68 seconds to go. Crossing over is Patterson, driving baseline. They need to score in a hurry. Stone foul line jumper rattles home for Veronica Stone. Timeout. Valley Christian will take a break with them. 41-36. St. Francis with the lead. Exactly a minute to go. We have exactly a minute to go in this very entertaining basketball game. Inbound to Almanetti. Double team comes. Quickly gets it back over to Lucian. St. Francis up 5 with the ball. 55 seconds to go. Almanetti trying to advance into the front court and does. Almanetti stops and traveled. So the pressure works. Turnover St. Francis. 49.6 seconds to go. Now St. Francis needs to play some defense, and for Valley Christian, they need to score in a hurry. Inbound goes to Patterson. She jogs it into the front court. Patterson around the screen to her left, lobs it, and a bad pass taken away by Hoey. A huge turnover. Almanetti with it, dribbling in the backcourt, and there's a reach-in foul called on Tiani Roberts. So Almanetti will be at the line shooting 2. So that's the 10th team foul on Valley Christian, and the first, or make that the second on Tiani Roberts. 36.4 seconds to go in the game. First free throw is up and off the back rim, no good. So right now St. Francis is leaving points at the line, which normally they are very good about. As Shivani Reddy returns, replacing Kendall Summers. Missing them both was Almanetti. Lead stays at 5. Half a minute to go. Mitch into the front court. Mitch, they need to hurry. Mitch lobs it to Stone, who misses the layup, but a foul's going to be called. A late called foul as Veronica Stone got the feed and apparently got hit in the side of the head. Foul's called on Isabel Knox as Mitch was waiting. She didn't go as quickly as Snellgrove wanted her to, but then the pass to Stone, and it very ticky-tack foul called there. Not a lot of contact, although you could make a case that that's a foul. So Stone makes the first. 24.7 seconds to go in the game. Shot clock will be turned off after this free throw. Stone's second free throw should make it a one-possession game. Banks it home. So it's 41-38, St. Francis, 24.7 seconds to go. Lucian will inbound. She can run the baseline. Gets full court pressure. Lucian to throw it in. Lucian looks. Now feeds Johnson. Johnson comes back for the catch over to Almanetti. They need a foul. Almanetti has it and gets fouled. She'll be at the line shooting 2. Foul's called on Shivani and Reedy. For Reedy, it's her second. Almanetti just missed a pair. Her last trip to the line. And the first with off the back rim, no good by Almanetti. She's 0 for 3 at the line now. This becomes a crucial free throw because right now it's a one-possession game. If she makes this one, it becomes a 2-possession game, barring a foul on a 3-point shot, which the Warrior player makes it. Second free throw, back iron miss, misses them both, Reedy the rebound. It's a one-possession game. Roberts with it. 15 seconds to go. Roberts all the way. Goes in for the 2, and it blocked off of Hoey. Out of bounds, and will stay with Valley Christian. 11 seconds exactly to go in the game. Kendra Summers returns now, replacing Shivani Reedy. Reedy exits, so it's Mitz, Patterson, with Roberts, Stone, and Summers. Here's Patterson crossing over, takes the 3, off glass, no good. Roberts off his rebound with 4, forces one up, off glass, no. Rebound Lucian, ball game over. St. Francis has won and opened 1-0 in W Cows. 41-38 the finals. You see Patterson, she didn't have to take that 4th shot. They could have worked it around. 11 seconds is plenty of time, and basketball, but then when Roberts got it, she wasn't aware that she wasn't behind the line, so that shot was kind of ineffective at the end. A very exciting basketball game. What a way to open up W. Cal's with St. Francis winning 41-38. Our producer and director for tonight's game was Bobby Chastain. On cameras, Tim Erskine, Wes Rappaport, Phil Resch. And special thanks to St. Francis High School for making this broadcast possible. Now for everyone here at KMVT, I'm Andrew Fury saying so long from St. Francis High School and Rascon Memorial Gymnasium, where the final tonight is 41-38 Lancers.